Hello, and welcome to our continuation of these somewhat more technically oriented webinars we're doing on LBS, location-based services, specifically today on localization technologies and, Bluetooth or Wi-Fi for indoor geolocation. Whoever's on the line, we really appreciate you being here, whether you're a current customer, prospective customer, or business partner, even employees. We love the company. Your company. So thanks for being here. A couple housekeeping items. Of course, the call is being recorded. If you have any objections, you can disconnect. All lines are muted during the presentation. After the presentation, we will take questions from the attendees. You may post a written question at any time, and you're encouraged to do so during the webinar via the questions tab in the webinar panel, and those questions will be addressed first in the Q&A period at the end. After the webinar today, you'll get a nice email from GoToWebinar that will have a recording embedded within it, so you can rewatch the video a million times if you'd like. Again, the topic for today's call is localization technologies, Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, specifically for indoor geolocation. Our speaker today is Enrique Amaro, who's the solution architect behind our healthcare vertical here at Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise. So Enrique, go ahead and begin.
Thank you, Diane, and thank you all to attend this webinar. We're going to talk a little bit about technology based in localization technologies and what is being used today and what are the tendencies in the near future and actually in the choice in the field by the customers and why. And as you know, these technologies appear more and more just to answer to some necessities, to try to know better where are people, where are assets, who all the people are distributed in spaces. When you talk about malls, public areas, etc. So this is a new tool that technology brings to us to save time, money, and give us more information, more analytics to choose and decide in the future what to do in our business. So this is the agenda. We're going to talk a little bit about vertical application, about location-based services. Asset tracking is more the technology that we are talking here. What technologies to choose? The principal system to use in the enterprise market. Okay, you have a lots of markets, lots of vertical, but let's keep here in the enterprise, like airports, transportation, airports, hotels, hospitals. So more or less like that, and try to find here what are the technologies that are coming up. Okay, the location systems and the applications, and talk a little bit the difference today and why the market is changing from pure Wi-Fi to Bluetooth. Okay, our opinion from the market and what is being seen on the field when new tenders are coming out and asking for asset tracking, for example, and they want base it in Wi-Fi or base it in Bluetooth. So this is what we're going to try to answer to you. So if specifically we talk about location-based services or asset tracking in education, you can use it. And if you are talking universities or big campus, yes, this is a good place to install this solution, because you can identify the staff, see where they are, to communicate with them. If they are near, you can send them to do something in a classroom or etc. So it's something that is being used, and you have other options like automate attendance. So to understand and know if the students are in the classroom, and you have automated attendance, they can be based on the smartphone or based on the tag if they use it, or a badge, and it's not necessary to go there. Okay, make faults is here or not. This is automatically. But the biggest important part is to try to know where are the assets. When you are talking in laboratories, for example, where you have some equipments, electronic equipments, or you have projectors, etc., and to not have one in each classroom or each laboratory, you need to decrease that number. And when you decrease, you need to understand where they are. So if you associate the tag to these equipments, you'll know where they are and quickly go there and can bring it to your classroom and make the class normally. And it's easy. This is another example. And wayfinding. Wayfinding here, you can use it when you have in a smartphone, when you are in a big campus and want to understand where are the places, if you are new in that campus university, and or where is placed some work or some copies that the teacher let them to study, so you can see where is it and get the short way to the place. So this is examples that appear in other verticals like industry and transportation. So here is more for operation staff that have some tools. You need to know where they are. Sometimes when they use tags, badge tags or others, you know where they are, so you know who the team can be localized in one place, but you can call to go and help in other parts technically. If you have some tags that have some accelerometers inside, you can know if an accident occurs with one person, and that detection calls, the name is man down alerting, so you receive an alert immediately. You can contact. If you not answer, you can go there and you know where is it that person. And wayfinding for passengers, for example, to try to see where is the line to take the train, or when he enter in the area, it can be advertised in the smartphone by marking or some information about the schedule, if they are delayed or not. So this is always based in your position at any time, and you can get these services by location-based services or by access tracking. The same in hospitality, with the staff that can answer to some calls because they are near a room to clean the room, and the manager knows where is the team and he can call it. The same for the customer can ask for help for the nearest staff, people that are in that corridor, etc. Other part is the use of other option is the use of tags and bracelets with the tag in kits, so you have the capacity to know where are the children, so if they don't go out from one area, if they go out from an area, the fathers can receive that information and try to find them and see it. No, something is not secure now because they left the area that they was supposed to play. Okay, this is the option that you can use, not here, but not only here, but in other places, like museums, art, where they are with a lot of people, and sometimes you lost your children. This is the way to know in a smartphone where they are and find them. Okay, other utilization more and more that you are using in some hospitals in the United States, but now in the hotels too because of the COVID, and hygiene compliance. Some tags, badge tags, when you are near the door of a room in a hotel, you have the bottle of alcohol, and when you touch and hygiene your hands, a signal sends to your tag, and tag sent to the cloud or to the system, and you know, and you can comply with the KPIs that are obliged when you enter on the room. Everyone knows that you hygiene your hands. It's the same in hospitals. So this is very good. This is a good tool to associate to other options, not only localization, but to try to associate to this kind of jobs or situations when you need to do some task. Okay. And access tracking in malls and public areas. Here you can use the wayfinding. Here you can use the bracelets for children or for a family to know where they are, or you can use the analytics. Normally the analytics are based on Wi-Fi. You have a smartphone where Wi-Fi is enabled. Even if you are not connected to a wireless LAN, you are sending the signals. So is good for the managers of these spaces to understand where the people are in the places where they concentrate more. So it's very easy to understand the hours where the flows are bigger, where the concentration are bigger too, and they in that space they can sell it more expensive in terms of marketing, because they know more people will be there, so the value is higher on that space. And the people, the person that use the smartphones can receive based on the position, geolocalization, the geonotification. Okay, they can receive a message if they are near a shop that is making a discount. They can receive that message, or in a restaurant, etc. So this is a world of options that you can use with localization. In healthcare is the market that is growing a lot. In wayfinding, location-based service, and more in asset tracking. You have here big hospitals where attendants and doctors and staff normally wants to know the place and the fast way to go there, where the attendance will be done by a doctor, or you have a surgery, etc. Or if you are a visitor and want to know where is your family in a room, and how to get it there, and not ask it each 5 minutes to any person of hospital, where is this room. So don't waste time for the staff. This is one target. So you know where they are, the doctors and the nurses. It's very easy to find it, and more the equipments. So you can place the equipments near where they are more needed, because you have that information. If you need a wheelchair, you know it in your smartphone, where is it, the nearest one, and you go there and get that wheelchair. You can make some geonotification if some equipment goes out of an area to avoid robberies. So send an alarm. And here in the floor where you have the babies, and you want to avoid the kidnapping, you can have the small bracelets on that babies, and if they come out from that area, you can send an alarm, and you can make it that the doors be locked and the doors of the elevators don't open too. So this is extra security, and this is being installed all over the world in hospitals. So this is the market that are using more, because are spending less time, spending less money, and they have that capacity to give some security. The end hygiene use case that I spoke in hotel is the same. Use it here in the United States. They use it so to have better quality of the service. Okay, so what technology to choose here? Normally we need to understand if you are talking about asset tracking or location-based service. But here is the customer that decide, and this decide based what he needs for the business. Okay, you base it on vertical, and you have to understand what level of accuracy he wants. We have a lots of levels of accuracy that you can choose in lots of solutions, but for your business, is enough 10 meters, yes or no? 7, 3, 2, 30 centimeters. This is something that you need to decide, but of course have a big impact in the price. Okay, and again have a big impact on scalability. You have some solutions cannot be scalable. You cannot grow it because they are very expensive, or your environment don't permit, or cannot scale in terms of number of assets that in simultaneous you can find it. So normally it can be only one, or etc. So this is these are things like the signal coverage that you need to understand before you choose the correct technology for your vertical, for your customer, and for your business. So you have based on the accuracy, for example, you have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and active RFIDs that can bring accuracy to several meters. If you need to have situation where you need sub-meter, 70 centimeters, 30 centimeters, you need to jump to ultra wideband and to other solution that give extra accuracy. They are very expensive. It's not easy to implement it, and you're going to see it, but sometimes you can mix it, and yes, you can have the best what you need for each place of your environment. The principal systems used in the enterprise market are the time-based access location system. This is the one. So this is system calculate location using time. And if you know the speed of light or the speed of the sound, you can understand the distance because you can measure how long it takes the signal to travel from one place to another. This is the method that is used to calculate localization of the access of that device. That access or tags send the signal, and multiple gateways are listening and calculate based on the time difference of arrival. Okay. This is something that is being used by ultra wideband, the systems that are have more accuracy, and is something that appears, for example, in some places where you are in kidnapping, when you don't have technology with less than 2-3 meters in place, like Wi-Fi, you need to install exciters with this technology. They are very, very expensive, but you can have 1 meter for sure, and you can implement that use case. So in indoor infrastructure, this is a big investment because the coverage is very important to sub-meter works. The calibration is very important. You need to calibrate and understand that sometimes you need to go to the place, calibrate again. So the time need to be equal. So nanoseconds precision to be effective based on whole gateways. Okay, this is something that technical. You need to waste more time, more money, and to get the correct accuracy that ultra wideband can give you. Okay, and these time-based access location systems can get this technology can go to that accuracy. You have another one, the proximity-based access location system. This use the receive signal strength indication, and you know that the signals drops when you increase the distance. So the gateways calculate that distance of tag based on the strength of the signal. Use some formulas, you correlate with the other gateways, the position based on the map that they have. So, and you can more or less see where is the place. If you need some more accuracy, you can install some equipments locally that will get some comparison with the tag in that local and the fixed beacon. For example, if you are talking about Bluetooth and you compare both and you have a better accuracy, you're going to see in the final of this presentation that example. So this is the process to use it, and the proximity-based access location systems. You can find it when you use Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, now Bluetooth low energy, and active RFIDs. Okay, and one that is used on the market. So location systems, you know, GPS, you use it in the cars, in your smartphones to find places, walking or go by car, but normally this is for outdoor. And for outdoor, it works very well, and you have more and more good accuracy in terms of localization, where you are, or in terms of wayfinding. So it's very precise. But when you go inside indoor of buildings, sometimes you lose the signal. Okay, and or always you lose the signal, and if you are in the Faraday cage, you lose it at all. So this normally is used to complement systems that you need to enter in the buildings, go outside, like campus of hotels, or campus of universities, or campus of cities, smart cities, education. So you can implement this system with indoor systems that we are talking here. RFIDs are other solution. The problem in this solution, they can have good accuracy, but they cannot escalate. So they measure normally one tag by one. You cannot join more. You can find these on the shops that sell clothes. To not hovering the clothes outside. You can see these on highways for the tools of the cars when they pass to charge the passing that highway. You can know when and where, but you don't know how and why or for how long. This is 0 or 1. You are near, you can go there. You can have barcodes too, and you know it, to pass a pistol and read. So this is systems that they are very near, and you in shops or highways or in some manufacturing, they are very good to use, but cannot escalate. So they are only for that purpose. You have tags that now have more technology inside, good batteries, and you can reach big distance, like 2 kilometers. But there are something that are being used to big areas, and is expensive, is not easy. But I think it's better to use the GPS systems rather than these ones. Okay. So ultra wideband is in location systems. We talk about them. So here, this technology is used normally to get a big accuracy. It can go today 10 centimeters, but you need a big calibration, a very good calibration, synchronization, but it's very expensive. Again, is used on the exciters when you want to avoid kidnapping, when you are using Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi cannot go less than 7-8 meters of accuracy, and you need like 2-3. This is the answer, to have some systems when you need this kind of technology. And Bluetooth is being used more and more than Wi-Fi, because the price, because the energy that the safe energy that when you use it, have a good accuracy. You can go to 3 meters. If you have some comparison beacons that are statically, you can compare with the text, so you can go to 2 meters in some places. You can work and understand if you are inside or outside of the room. You have that capacity with Bluetooth, and the gateways are being improved, because they can make the one gateway that will come short, that can measure the angle of arrival of the signal. It can measure to 360 degrees. So in the near future, you'll need less gateways than today. Even today, they are cheaper than the access points that you use today in Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi use access points, and access points that are placed normally to give Wi-Fi access to laptops, tablets, smartphones. And when you want to, in access tracking, to localize a tag, you need to make triangulation. And if you don't have the access points near the door, the walls, or in the corners, you don't have the tag inside of 3 Wi-Fi access points. For that, you need to install more access points that are expensive in locals that normally you don't need it, and you'll increase the number of cells and the frequencies that are overlapping. So more and more, this is a problem when you use the Wi-Fi or TLS, and the accuracy cannot go, even if you calibrate manually the mounts, each mounts the system. 5-6 meters is the maximum that you, because the interferences are very big. Okay, This is something that we know normally is enough, but today in some places they want to know in small rooms if the tag or the access or the person are inside or outside, or you want to give a good geoidentification based on the good position accuracy, and for this you can have a problem because you can be inside of the building or outside of the building when you talk about 6 or 7 meters. You are in one place of the building or outside. So it's something that you need to understand when to use it, and that's why the Bluetooth is coming back and then coming more and more to the utilization in terms of the price and some situations. But the technology to choose, I cannot give you a formula. So you choose the technology based on the parameters that I told you, the accuracy, the price, the use cases, and they are all good to be used in the right use case, okay, and the right vertical. But sometimes what we are seeing today is the integrators using multiple solutions and mixing Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, Bluetooth to have good accuracy, price, and low energy, and Wi-Fi to get analytics based on the localization of the people and get analytics, and etc. And ultra wideband if they want to have accuracy sub-meter in some places. So this is possible and this is the way, but I think this is the future, but is one that is growing more and more. So one example of localization that technology solution that you use today is location-based services. This location-based service in this example, this is an example from Alcatel-Lucent Enterprise, use Bluetooth low energy beacons that send the signals, and here in the smartphone you have the capacity to calculate the position based on the beacons that he knows in the map they are positioned. And in the smartphone you can see your position in 3D map, and when you walk like 1 meter of accuracy and know every time where you are. And not only based on the signals, you can join other components that your smartphone have today, the accelerometers, barometers, compass. So you have this technology when you mix with these algorithms that play here on the smartphone, you can have good accuracy, you can receive the message of advertisement because you are in the right place to receive. So this is a good example when you want to have wayfinding, geoidentification, etc. in a smartphone, okay? Other solution when you use Wi-Fi is this is an example for healthcare, the Stanley one. They use Wi-Fi and use access points, and the beacon sends the signals. Access point receive it. All the signals and the power of the signals are sent to a location engine server that calculate the position on the map based on comparison. But as you know, the accuracy of Wi-Fi is not so good. When they want to know if he's inside or outside a small room or kidnapping to know if the area is passing out, they need to use the exciters. They are very, very expensive, but use a technology that can go to 1-2 meters or less based on the kind of exciter to use. So this is another solution that is not so scalable, is not so have a good accuracy, but in some cases are enough to be used. But more and more we are seeing Bluetooth, and this is an example where the access points that exist have the Bluetooth also, and you can join gateways cheaper than the access points to make it possible triangulation, okay, where the tags, each tag can see and be inside of at least 3 access points or gateways Bluetooth to triangulation make it well and with perfectly. So you have lots of today in the market lots of tags with the panic buttons, tags that can be on equipments, can be on persons. You have with the accelerometer where the tags only waste energy when in movement. You can have humidity sensors, temperature sensors that can send and trigger alarms. So this is a new world where you can see the position in a smartphone or in application of your tablet or PC, where they are at each moment. A person accept based on this technology. So access points that have Bluetooth or gateways that are less expensive than access point that have based on Bluetooth, and auto calibration beacons that we use just to increase that are placed in fixed places in fixed areas, where increase the accuracy of the tags. Based on comparison, the system will know if the tag is here and the auto calibration is near, so is both the signals, so they are with in the correct position, like 1 meters, 2 meters, 3 meters of error. Okay, that's why is being used more and more, the Bluetooth, because the capacity that we have to go deeper on accuracy and with not spend too much money in the access points, because you have gateways, etc. So this is more or less the comparison and where you need to focus when you choose the technology. You need to choose based on precision, and you have some examples here of precision. You want to choose based on range and energy consumption. This is very important, because if your tags, the time for a tag is only 1 year, you know, each year you need to swap the tags or the batteries of the tags if they are possible to do it. If you have 2 years and now for 3 is different, so is less money that you'll waste on maintenance of the equipment. The same for the gateways or for the beacons that have some batteries. If they long like 5 years or 10 years are different, because you don't need to send a team to swap the batteries all over the building, and sometimes in hospitals and some transportation areas you cannot go there, based on security, based on the rules, and it can be very expensive. So that's why the energy is very important too, and of course the accuracy that we talk. The numbers that we are that I'm presenting here, they are based on healthcare example. This is a market that is growing a lot, and the objective, the goal is to reduce time, reduce money, reduce the number of equipments, of spare equipments, reduce the robbery of that equipments. So this is what is being used, and why, and the return of investment is great on some verticals and some use cases. And 52% of the total of access tracking market will use Bluetooth Low Energy infrastructure by 2022, because this is something that is flexible, use less energy, is not so expensive, the accuracy is growing a lot. So this is the tendency, and here are some examples of that advantage today in the Bluetooth when you compare with Wi-Fi. Okay, of course Wi-Fi have the place there. You can mix both. You can have Bluetooth for access tracking and continue to use Wi-Fi to get analytics of the position of the smartphones, connected or not connected to the wireless LAN. So but for the accuracy of tracking, the Bluetooth is growing a lot, and today you can go to 2-3 meters easily with the small beacons without use of the exciters, using the other technology, and the return of investment is higher. Okay, this was only some examples of the technologies that are being used on the market. A small comparison between them, more in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi today. And based on the solutions that you can find that solution in Alcatel-Lucent enterprise pages. You have here the two links, one for our location-based services and another one for our access tracking. You can have there, you can see there some videos. You see the technology that you use is Bluetooth, And I challenge to you to click there and go and know a little bit better about what we are selling and why we defend this technology. So Diane, thank you. I think I'm okay. If
Yeah,
any
you did
questions,
great. Great.
please.
Are there any questions on the line? I don't see any list on the panel because your presentation was so thorough, Enrique. And also
Thank
a
you.
reminder to everyone on the line, the final round of these LBS webinars is occurring in 2 weeks on July 21st, where we will go over our ALE solution specifically for LBS. So if you could tune into that, we would be most appreciative.
Yeah, I will go deeper on these two solutions and explain the difference, the use cases, the technology, and maybe pass some videos just to understand better where to use it. So I wait for you next 2 weeks. So peers and join to this webinar.
Great. Okay, and thanks, and I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you. Bye.